Eastern Oklahoma County Turnpike work beginning, and this morning we are getting an update from the Oklahoma Turnpike Authority. Joining us now is Tim Gatz, the Executive Director of the Oklahoma Turnpike Authority. Tim, thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you, Maggie. Thank you for the invitation.
Well, we're glad to have you, and a lot of people have questions about this project. You say work has begun. Let's talk about that.
We do have construction that's starting both on the Eastern Oklahoma County facility. That work is concentrated primarily at the Turner Turnpike interchange on the very north end, and again that got underway this week. We also have construction that has started on the extension of the John Kilpatrick Turnpike there at Interstate 40. So we've got an interchange going there, and construction will continue in both of those corridors.
For the Eastern Oklahoma County Turnpike, how did you all decide that this was a project that needed to be done?
One of the things that we pay very careful attention to is traffic volumes and traffic patterns, especially in our major metropolitan areas. If you look at Interstate 35 as a primary transportation route, not just in Oklahoma but in the nation, the traffic volumes that we were beginning to see develop on I-35 and the traffic volumes especially concentrating in the metropolitan area. For example, just south of the Oklahoma River on Interstate 35, we've got about 150,000 cars a day that travel through that location. That means that interstate is way over capacity. And really the primary indicator of that is accidents. And we were seeing accidents trend up to the tune of we were having about 700 accidents a year between Interstate 240 and Interstate 40 on 35. When you begin to see those types of issues develop, you've got to begin to look at ways to relieve that traffic. And again, there's not much we're going to be able to do with the 150,000 cars a day that travel on Interstate 35, but we've got to look as transportation professionals 10, 20, 30 years into the future and start to think about how we're going to manage that volume we know is going to continue to increase. And really these types of reliever routes, which the John Kilpatrick and the Eastern Oklahoma County facility really become opportunities for traffic that's not destination for the Oklahoma City Business District or Oklahoma City proper, but wants to travel through. It gives them that opportunity to maybe have a little better route to go.
In order to do and to make this, this work, eminent domain came into play. How many folks were affected by that?
There are a significant number of properties acquisitions that we've got to complete out there. And again, the property acquisition process that we go through when we acquire right-of-way for a transportation project is very structured. We negotiate with property owners in good faith. We do our best to recognize the sacrifice that we're asking those folks to make to support our transportation facility. So that's very respectful. We try to do our best to negotiate in good faith, recognizing that we won't be able to agree and reach a negotiated settlement with everybody. The eminent domain process is there whenever there is a disagreement among the parties about what the value of a property is. And again, that's a very structured process, and we will continue to negotiate with those property owners as we progress through those acquisitions. But really, sometimes it's better for a third party to come in and help determine what the real value of the property is. But again, we're carrying that negotiation in good faith forward first, and we're working really hard to understand the needs of the property owners and to make sure that we're doing everything we can to negotiate to a settlement.
And you say a number, so roughly how many people is that going to affect?
I think we've got there's about 500 parcels that we need to acquire in that corridor. We're somewhere around half done, and again, I don't know the exact number that are in the eminent domain process. I can certainly get that number for you, but it's an ongoing process, so we're not done yet. We're only about 50% complete with right-of-way acquisition, so we've got a ways to go, and that's an evolving process.
What about people that don't necessarily, you don't have to acquire their land, they're kind of nearby? What kinds of things will people be seeing that maybe are in that area while construction is going on?
These are significant undertakings. These are big construction projects, and they're very disruptive, and we recognize that because it's highway construction and it's very difficult. And we always try to be a good neighbor to property owners that are adjacent to our facilities. We'll continue to work with them during all phases of construction. We want to hear their concerns and understand what impacts they feel like are occurring, and we'll do our best to address those. And again, but recognizing first and foremost, highway construction is very disruptive. These are big projects, and it's going to be an exercise in continuous communication. We're going to need everybody's patience as we work through this, and again, we're going to do our best to make sure that we're addressing concerns that develop.
Okay, Tim Gatz, we're going to hit pause here. Hold just a moment. We're going to toss over to weather, then we're going to come back and take some questions from Facebook.